Let's talk. Number one mistake that home buyers make that I'm seeing in our market right now is April, early 2025, okay? April, early 2025, makes no sense, but you guys get it, okay? 2025. What we're seeing out there is we're pre-approving people because right now there's more opportunity. There's way more opportunity for these buyers out here. We see it, they see it, everyone sees it, okay? We've seen price reductions, seller concessions happening, a lot of positive things for home buyers, okay? Especially first-time home buyers. But what happens, and what I've been hearing more and more about, is the offers, okay? So I'll give you a little insight here. We'll pre-approve somebody and I'll say, hey, Bobby, you got pre-approved for an FHA loan, sales price of $300,000. You know, good luck out there. We give them a whole spiel, right, of everything to do. And they go out and they start looking for a home with a realtor. Realtor's showing them properties. Ooh, they found one. It's $300,000. Just fell in their price range yesterday. How to fall in their price range? The price got reduced $50,000, okay? So prices got just completely obliterated down to exactly where they need to be, all right? So now it went from $350,000 to $300,000. Buyers are ecstatic. Here's the house. This is it. Oh, God, I can't believe it fell in our lap. Let's do it. They go to make the offer. And either the buyer does this on their own or someone gets in their ear. I don't know which one it is. But they'll say, okay, well, we need seller concessions, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor, so make sure you have the seller pay $10,000 towards our closing costs, which is not a bad ask, right? You're asking the seller to contribute towards your closing costs. And remember, when the seller contributes towards your closing costs, what happens? That's money they're not making in profit. So if you're saying, hey, we need you to kick in 10 grand to our closing costs, well, that's $10,000 less they're making. Buyers don't care about that. I get it. Sellers care about that, okay? Sellers care about it because they want to hold on to their money too. So you're going to ask them for $10,000 in seller concessions, very standard. They just reduced the price from $350,000 to $300,000. That's a huge drop, okay? Where the kicker happens is, this is where a buyer will show up and say, all right, well, they're asking $300,000, we need 10 grand in closing costs. Let's start at $250,000. Okay, you know, immediately, not just a low ball, but like a massive low ball, like a disrespectful slap in the face. Ha ha, you know, we know you're in pain, we got you. Take her off or leave it, losers, right? So like, what I'm gonna suggest to you is, because what happens, you guys, a lot. Here's the dream house that we had fall on our lap, we've been waiting for 3 or 4 years. Let's offer them $50,000 under what they're asking, even though they just dropped it 50 grand. Well, seller gets that offer, they're sitting on it for a day or two, steaming, and then here comes a little more serious of a person, okay? Realizes the opportunity they have, we need to get 10 grand in seller pay closing costs, and maybe they come in at $290, okay? Or maybe they come in at asking for their advice to their realtor at $300, knowing that the seller's gonna lose $10,000, and they just decrease it by $350, okay? So what I'm telling you all this stuff is because I've seen already in the last probably 30 days, probably 45 to 30 days, a lot of dream type homes, okay? Just lay downs given to you, okay? There goes Don Hall now. But given to them, okay? That are just great homes for a great price. And they either, they either take that advice or they either lose that property because they weren't serious enough, or the seller just rejects it flat out and they move on or whatever, okay? So my advice here is, I said all that stuff to say, listen to your realtor, okay? Listen to that realtor that's been in this situation over and over and over again, all right? Because they're gonna tell you everything about this property. Because there is a situation where, hey, they just dropped it from $350,000 to $300,000, but guess what? It was worth $300,000 the whole time. They were asking too much. Okay, that happens too. That situation is a little different. That's where you're like, okay, well, look, the house was always worth $300,000, so we can lowball more than we want to. Bottom line is for me, is I want you to be out there looking for a home in your price range that you want. And I had a guy one time tell me, he says, Tim, are you gonna lose, there's a long story here, but bottom line was, he said, are you gonna lose your dream home over $23 a month? You know, and that's kind of like when you look at it, like, is $5 grand more finance over 30 years gonna kill you? You know, 10 grand more? to have your dream home, to stop renting, to quit looking around, to have your roots, plan them down. So anyways, I guess my bottom line is one of the biggest mistakes I see happening right now are unserious offers. All right. And then my solution for that is to listen to your realtor that's involved, that's doing this every single day. All right. So if I can ever help, let us know. We just do mortgages. I don't do real estate. Disclaimer. Right. So just disregard everything I just said. Just kidding. But this is just real life experience. So let us know we help. 239-437-4278. Take care. Have a great day.